What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Promethean Tides. I'm General. I am joined this evening by Tom from Pinoy News. What is going on, Tom?
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Pinoy News. How y'all doing tonight, man? Listen, I'm here as always with my bottom bitch, my partner, my muse, the only YouTuber, right, with a libertarian motherfucking Thai ladyboy wife, right? You know what I'm saying? Yo, General, how you doing tonight?
I resented everything about that. Thanks.
You're welcome, buddy. That's my job, okay? Like, is to make you resent things.
Yeah, no, and you do a really good job at it. I'll tell you what, you're fucking premier.
I try, buddy. And by the way, you're already cursing, right? And we're like 2 minutes into the recording. This is just gonna immediately get like ranked in the algorithm now.
You're right.
Congratulations,
You're
buddy.
right. I mean, fudge sickles. Gosh darn it, fudge sickles.
Yo, are we gonna name this Orcas Are Our Friend Fish?
Well, I mean, we can, I guess. Orcas are our friends, I think.
Friends. No. Listen, there's no D, all right? Like, yo, because the
friend.
racist terminology now,
Yeah.
all right? The white supremacist terminology is friend. F-E-R-E-N. Right?
Oh yeah.
F-R-E-N. Friend.
Well,
right?
yeah, no, that's been going on the 4chans for years now. Yeah, you have acquaintances, and then you have friends, and then you have friends, which is the deepest layer of companionship.
It's the closest you can be to, like, you know what I mean, being like brothers without the butt sex. You know?
Yes, and we are friends with the orcas. That is what we are to them.
There are fish friends.
Yes. Well, they're not fish. They're actually aquatic mammals. But
Okay. Wait. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the problem. Fish is not a technical term.
I mean, it kind of is. It describes like
It's not.
Okay.
It's like monkey. Monkey's not a real term.
Well, it is actually. Yeah, monkey is a real term.
Monkey's not a real term.
No, it's like it's a primate with a tail, as opposed to like the primates that don't have tails, which are apes. You have apes and monkeys, where the monkeys are the ones with tails. That's the
No. I mean, technically, like, there's no such thing as a monkey. Just like technically, there's no such thing as a fish, right? Because fish just means anything that like lives in the water, right? It's not a real actual technical term.
No, a fish is like it's like an amphibian or a lizard. It's a particular like classification of aquatic animals.
No.
Okay, shit. You know what? You're right, Tom. You would know more about this than I would. So okay, you win this round.
Listen, bro. I'm trying to educate you about biology here. All right.
You're
like,
right.
But you're not trying like biological science. All right. You know, like, it's important that you understand fish is not a real thing.
No, you're right. This isn't something I have any sort of background in. You're right. I should listen to you.
Yeah, you should, bro. Like, you look it up, right? What is a fish? Right? They were like anything that swims in the sea. Yeah, listen, Brad, that covers a lot of stuff. What about like eels? Right? Is an eel a fish? An eel's a fish, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, a lobster's technically a fish, right? Because it swims, right? Like, yo, crayfish. A crayfish is technically just an underwater like spider, right? In the end of the day.
Oh goddamn! I typed in fish. You know what? Never mind. Yeah. Okay. The fish is whatever you say it is.
I told you didn't want to listen.
No, you're right. You're right. The fish don't exist. They're like birds. I'm not sure those exist either.
Yeah. Again, like, yo, what's the bird?
I mean, is a bat
an
a
owl
bird?
a bird? Is a bat an owl? They could be considered birds.
Or is an owl a bat? How would you even determine that? It probably not possible.
Listen, I'm pretty sure an owl don't hit balls, right? I'm 95% sure. You can hit an owl with the ball, but like you can't hit a ball with an owl. I mean, it's not gonna work out.
No, if you throw either of them hard enough, you can hit the other one. You just got to chuck the owl really hard.
Right? You know what I mean? But like, it's not gonna work out for you. Where I'm at. But listen, okay.
Okay. Might have just lost Tom there for a second, but I did just want to get into a little bit of some news and some memes. Probably won't be a super long show tonight, but I I did just want to go over some odd things that have happened over the past week or so. So here's Joe Biden in his infinite dementia. Here's just a clip of Joe Biden. Here we go.
And if you can see the camera, they can see you. And it's the least consequential part of this whole meeting for you, I promise. All right? God save the Queen, man.
There was Biden just saying, God save the Queen. All right.
I feel like Joe Biden doesn't worship the Queen. We don't have a Queen.
Well, but Joe Biden is saying, God save the Queen, because I guess that's important.
I mean, but like the Queen dead, though. The Queen died.
Well, yeah, it is a bit too late to save her, isn't it? Well,
I mean, like, not without some smelling salts and like that Frankenstein dude.
yeah, well, I mean, maybe Joe Biden, he just forgot that the Queen died, and God still has to save her. I don't know. Also, I'm pretty sure he's the American president. I don't know why America is committing to God save the Queen. Like, we kind of had like a whole war over that, but it doesn't matter. Joe Biden's gonna do what Joe Biden does.
I mean, maybe he's talking about Queen Latifah.
That's a good point. Yeah, why couldn't it be Queen Latifah? Fuck yeah.
Right? I mean, like, Queen Latifah sometimes needs saving, I'm assuming, right? You know what I mean? Like, she had that whole movie with Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe he's actually talking about, like, the band Queen, that, like, released Bohemian Rhapsody. He's like, God save Queen.
Like, most of them are dead, and, like, the lead singer, I don't know if you noticed, I don't want to have any spoilers for anybody that watched the movie, right? Hasn't watched the movie yet. He died, you know what I mean, of AIDS.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, look, Queen, their songs, they're immortal. The songs are immortal. So it's like God save Queen songs. All right, next thing. Vegetarian is just an old Indian word meaning I don't hunt so good. There you go.
Listen, man, that is an old meme. All right, that meme is very. I'll be honest with you. Okay, I saw that on a bumper sticker in like 1988.
Yeah, it seemed like an old meme, but a good one. Still.
It is a good meme, right? The guy there too, as well. I'm 95% sure that is like an old redneck guy that used to release VHS tapes of him like making like beer distribution machines. Right, that were attached to skeet. You know what a skeet shoot is?
Yeah.
All right, so like you gotta like fling the skeet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had like a Coke machine, right, or like attached to a skeet thrower that would like be racked up with beer, and it would throw beer to him out on the lake, right, while he was fishing.
That sounds incredible. Also a huge logistical pain in the ass, but that sounds incredible if you could have made that work. That's awesome.
The real problem is that like you have to like have a rope attached to your boat so it like travels the right direction, right? Because it would suck if like you can't GPS locate you in a lake, right? And starts throwing beer in the random places, and you gotta like canoe over to gotta like row your butt over to go get it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that sounds terrible. You know what I mean? In which case, you're basically just feeding the fish your beer.
I mean, beer cans, I'm pretty sure that they do float. Even unopened ones, they do float. So.
Yeah, I mean, but they can fall down and hit a rock, and they're like all of a sudden beer everywhere, and that's bad news.
So we have some shit's been going on in Russia. Prigozhin, charged with armed mutiny to face up to 20 years in prison. And I guess you also have Wagner, which is like the head of it. Basically, there's a coup going on.
All right. Hold up. All right. So geopolitics guy, right? I like listen. I'm a biological engineer and geopolitical expert tonight, right?
Jacking many trades.
It's not a real thing, all right? You got to accept that fact in your head. Right, okay, listen. So Wagner is the group, right? It's like saying the Navy SEALs, right? Same type of thing. Wagner is the name of their Navy SEALs,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And because it's too many consonants, not enough vowels, right? That guy is like the head of that Wagner group thing, right? Which they basically charged with armed mutiny and arrested his ass when he tried to take over Russia.
Okay. All right. Got it. And we actually have some. I guess, video of them. I guess this Wagner group, like, just, I guess, marching around Russia. They have tanks. They have soldiers. They're doing their stuff.
I mean, can I be honest with you? I feel like that is a shitty way to try to overthrow your government, right? Like, if you're going to overthrow your government, you probably might not want to, like, march in formation in the streets.
Yeah, it might not be ideal. I mean, here we have just, like, soldiers, like, laying down in the middle of the intersection while, like, pedestrians are just filming them. I don't know what's going on here. Like, you got those like little electric scooters that are common to every city. They're just, like, sitting there, and then you just got soldiers just, like, just choosing their sight lines. I don't know if this is a coup or if this is a psyop or what the hell is going on.
Listen, no. So here's the thing, all right? All right, so, like, have you ever seen a Chinese car?
You mean ones that aren't on fire? Not that many.
Yes, ones that aren't on fire, General. Highly important that they're not on fire, okay? So, okay. A Chinese car is like a simulacra of a car, right? What it is somebody called them over the phone to describe what a car looks like, right? And then they, like, decided to try and blueprint it out and build it, right? What these guys heard was that Antifa took over the streets by laying down in them, right? But they didn't get, like, the full understanding of how that worked.
Oh.
And so they're attempting to do an Antifa.
Right, but, like, they didn't realize that, like, oh, they should be wearing rainbows and...
No, they should be laying down in, like, a highway to stop traffic, right? So, like, they meet their demands. Like, you don't, like, that's not how you take over. You don't lay down in the middle of, like, I'm guessing that's what is that, like a middle of a roundabout?
It's some sort of intersection. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like a roundabout, something like that, right? You can't lay down in the middle, like in the middle of your roundabout, and then, like, oh, we now win. That's like 2 + 2 = chair. All right, that's not how that works.
Yeah, they need to be in the street, not on the side of the street.
No, it's a military coup. You're not going to win by just demanding them to, like, let you win.
Well, they do have a tank. It looks like the tank is laying down in the middle of the street. So, like, that's something. But this just happened today. We're recording. I guess this is technically it's the 24th of June. It's Saturday technically, but it's like 1 a.m. So it's really, it should be like the 23rd of June. But this just happened. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I think I found this particular idea from 4chan, and I think Tom actually thought of this himself. Recently, $6 billion of funding to Ukraine just... Oh, it turns out we sent an extra $6 billion there due to an accounting error.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. All right, so check it out. Here's what they said. Okay, so instead of us standing here and buying, like, brand new stuff, right? We gave them some used stuff, right? And so, like, they said, well, technically, then, like, we charge them full new retail price, right? And so what their mental is that, like, we charge them full price for, like, partially used shit. So therefore, we didn't give them $113 billion. We only gave them like $108 billion. We have like $5 billion extra dollars, right? Because of the fact that we gave them used stuff instead of new stuff.
Oh, was that the? I thought it was that we sent $6 billion extra to Ukraine. It's actually we sent them $6 billion less.
Yes. Right.
Okay. All right.
And that way they could send the extra $6 billion to the Wagner Group to go and try to overthrow Russia.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the point I was trying to get to. Yeah, because I guess the idea that you and I both came to is, oh, well, maybe the extra money it went towards the Wagner Group. Which, if you could actually replace the government in Russia for a measly $6 billion, that's actually an insane investment. I mean, that's a really good, like, that's a good use of funds. Like, honestly, if you can topple Russia for only $6 billion, fucking A. That's,
I mean, like,
that's cheap.
let's talk about this, right? I mean, like, they cover, I think it's like an eighth of the world's landmass in that country, right? If you could take over an eighth of the world's landmass for like $5 billion, like, imagine what Bill Gates could do, you know what I mean, with like 100 billion.
Yo, you could do a lot of damage with that, yeah.
Like, you could just go buy Africa.
I
Like,
wonder-
and say, hell with it.
I wonder actually how much damage has been done with some of these elites just spending a few $1 billion here and there. Who knows? What has George Soros been up to?
Well, you know what George Soros is? Like, the crazy thing, you know what he actually is?
An evil Hungarian?
No.
But
He
yeah.
is he's the guy who holds the collection plate at church.
Well, you're saying everyone's just donating to George Soros?
Yes.
Oh. But why?
Yeah, because like then he takes that money and like spends it on stuff so that the people don't feel like they're spending it on stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's like the middleman for incredibly shady investments. Right.
He's the back man.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that would make sense. I mean, like kind of like how Jeffrey Epstein was the dude that the CIA employed so that they could have control over the billionaires. Like that was kind of his purpose. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Okay. So next we have
What we got next?
we got a new approach to computation reimagines artificial intelligence. I thought this was interesting. So,
All right, go ahead.
So basically, it's talking about ChatGPT, and these are very powerful. These large language model neural networks that we're creating. They're super powerful, but they're not actually ideal. And so there's this new idea. It says, instead, this dude and others argue that information in the brain is represented by the activity of numerous neurons. So the perception of a purple Volkswagen is not encoded as a single neuron's actions, but as those of thousands of neurons. The same set of neurons firing differently could represent an entirely different concept, say a pink Cadillac, perhaps. This is the starting point of a radically different approach to computation known as hyperdimensional computing. The key is that each piece of information, such as the notion of a car, or its make, model, or color, or all of it together, is represented as a single entity, a hyperdimensional vector. I think that this is the direction that AI is going to head towards. It seems to be a better modeling of our brain. You have to be able to deal with hypervectors. We exist as hypervectors ourselves. Of course, we live in a world that has 3 spatial dimensions and a 4th one that under Einsteinian mechanics we call time. But it turns out that nature itself can actually create fractal dimensions, and so now, because of how many fractal dimensions you can create, we all essentially exist as a series of hypervectors. And I'll tell you what, as soon as this actually gets adopted into the construction of AIs, oh man, it's gonna revolutionize. Go ahead.
Let me ask you. Right, I think I'm understanding this. Let me double check my brain. Okay. So this premise basically is that like instead of having like 1s and 0s, you can have like 1 through 5 or 0 through 5, right? And that way, like each of the individual, what are them things called, man? The synapses. Synapses.
Oh, the neurons, the synapses. Yeah.
No, man. Listen, what are the little
the vectors?
Transistors.
The transistors. Okay. Yeah. Transistors are the ones that do the zeros or the ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of just having like a bunch of transistors, right, that have like 0 and 1, it could be like 0 through 5. and therefore, like each of the individual transistors could like run 1 through 5, or 0 through 5, and you could like have like fucking like 1,000 times the computation power, right? And the ability to like come up with like differentiating ideologies, right? Through different vectoring.
Yeah, it's gonna be actually, it's even more insane than that. It's like each transistor is capable of having like 100 numbers to it, and each one of those numbers can be different. Like you have like each transistor has like a 67 and a 42 and a 38.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I made it 1 through 5 to make it easy to understand, right?
Yeah.
Just to make it easy to understand, right? Because like, having 1 through, remember, listen, man, we're talking to like people, right? And human beings are, I don't know if you know this, General, they're dumb.
Yeah, we're talking to fucking dumb internet people. You fucking dumb internet people that we're talking to.
You people are like dumb, right?
Fucking
Like,
dumb internet people.
Y'all
Yeah,
dumb,
you don't understand.
right? Keep it simple, right?
Yeah.
Like, so like they can understand, like 5.
Yeah,
right? You start talking about 37, bro, like they're lost.
These
they don't know what
motherfuckers can't count past 10. No way.
So they get lost at like 30. They get lost in like the early teens, maybe.
Mm-hmm,
So like just go to 5 to be safe.
That makes sense.
Right. So like, yeah. So I'm saying like that would be like a quantum leap forward in technological advancement if we could have transistors that do these types of things, like have corresponding, I don't know, like quadruple. And listen, what was it? Quaternary code, I guess it would be if it was like 4 septarian code.
Sure.
Septarian code?
Yeah. Big number. Yeah.
Yeah, big number, right? Like big ass number and shit, right? So like that'd be crazy. But the problem is having a processor that was capable of like understanding that, or having like each one go to a different processor that would process things differently, right? Like it'd be bananas. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to have like, I don't know, probably like a processor for each 4 different spots.
You could you can actually use combinatorics as a benefit here. So for instance, let's say that you have one transistor. Well, it's going to be either a 1 or a 0, right? So there's only 2 states for that. But let's say that you have 2 transistors. You could have 1 0, 1 1, 0 1, 0 0. So you have 4 states with 2 transistors. When you have 3 transistors, you get 8 states. With 4 transistors, you get 16 states. So like if you can make one transistor composed of a series of smaller transistors, and you just have a whole bunch of those, then I don't know, you can use you can,
Nah, man, nah. So you gotta get away from the binary, right? Get away from the binary.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Like that's the thing, right? The problem is like you can't just keep doing binary, right? You'd have to like stand here and have, like quaternary or like like septenary. Like that's what I'm saying, like 5, right?
Well, we have
like
base 10. We have 1 through 10. Like, that's pretty good.
Right, yeah, but you don't have, like you can't have 1 through 10 quite yet, right? Because you don't have any processors that will be capable of handling that amount of information, right? Like, could you imagine like having, like, what's the largest like card right now? Like, there's like, what is the largest card right now as far as like the 2 terabyte thing? What is the thing, man? They had like a little
like the SSD drives, yeah, like
processors, man. Right, like they had a little card for phones, man. They keep getting smaller.
Yeah, they got like terabytes of gigabits or whatever. No,
yeah.
Terabits. They have terabits, whatever. Yeah, a whole bunch of memory. Yeah.
Well, it's not just memory. It's not just memory, right? They have like the little things, man, like a little things, man. Silicon chips, the chips. There we go, buddy. The chips, right? So like all these transistors
CPUs?
are printed on the chips. Yeah, the CPUs, right? Because that's what this would be, right? This would affect the CPU, right?
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
they got so many flops on those bitches nowadays. So many flops.
Right, yeah, but like imagine like if it wasn't just flops, it was like 5, right, per each individual transistor on those things, on those cards, on those chips.
Well,
right.
So I think that actually the it's going to end up being very difficult to represent hyperdimensional vectors using like standard numerics. Like even if you don't do binary, like it would be difficult to represent them even in like terms of math. What I think is going to end up happening is you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to deal with analog representations of these hyperdimensional vectors. And if you go with analog things, they're going to be way more powerful, way more power efficient. Just everything is analog. But the tricky thing about storing information in analog space is that although you can achieve way more, you can't copy it. It's a one and done, right? So like if you were to create like an analog AI, it's probably like if you did it right, it'll probably be better than any sort of digital binary AI that you could make. But you physically cannot copy it. It's outside of the purview of the rules of I guess the universe as far as we can tell to actually make a copy of that AI. So it will be dedicated to the physical media that it was grown in. So
All right. Well, like here's my thing, right? And like I'm a dummy, right? So, and I mean, like I'm an expert on AI right now. Okay, at the moment, expert on fish, geopolitics, and AI tonight, right? Many hats.
that's
All right,
well, that's why you're the expert correspondent on the Promethean Tides. You're an expert on everything. That's
and listen, I'm not a correspondent. I am a partner on my Promethean
Yes,
Times.
yes,
All
yes.
right, like that's how this works. Right? Like
you-
I'm a partner.
But
right,
you are
where
the
you're
resident.
being-
You are the
I'm-
resident expert on literally everything. That's why we have
Yeah.
you here.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, right. Okay. The mentality is right that, like, if you could stay here, like, why? Now, here's a question: why hasn't anybody tried anything but binary?
They did.
And it ain't work.
The applications for it were limited, but it's coming back into fashion because of how powerful it could be if implemented correctly.
Right. I mean, like, I know everything is based off of binary right now, right? But like, I don't understand why we're stuck with ones and zeros. Like, I
Okay.
mean, ones and zeros is like what was set up back in like the Enigma machine.
Let me give you an example of an analog thing. So like a classic like mercury based thermometer, right? Like standard thermometer has like little red mercury liquid in it. And then you read it out, right? But like the line where like the red point goes up to, it could be anywhere between like 75 and 76 degrees Fahrenheit, right? It's analog because it's not that it goes straight from 75 to 76. It occupies all the numbers in between continuously. That's what analog systems allow you to do. However, let's say that you wanted to copy the reading of the thermometer. You would have to actually take a measurement of it, and once you've taken a measurement of that analog system, you then basically degraded it into binary, which is a simpler thing to make calculations with, but is not as precise when it comes to like being the actual measurement of the universe around you. So there's trade-offs when it comes to these different sorts of computation.
And listen, as the AI expert, right?
Yes.
I think personally, I'm saying we should not do these things, right? As a whole, we should try our best to not do all this stuff, right? Or if we are going to do it, we have to think about what we should do, right? As people.
As the AI expert, your recommendation is hey, stop doing AI. Just stop.
Can we stop, right? Like, can we have like 10 minutes of conversation real quick about this, right? Just can we stop for like a day or two? Let's talk, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk and go like, hey, look, listen, if you're gonna replace all of us with the robots, right? I don't mind that as a whole, but you're gonna have to like give me a piece of land and a house and like allow me to like grow my food so I can eat and live and be okay, right? Just let me be okay, right? I feel like what you're doing right now is you're trying to replace me, and then you're trying to make me compete with this robot that you're creating, and that's not good for me, right? As a whole,
No, it's not good for any of us. Yeah, that is the issue.
that's bad, right? It's that's bad news. Like I don't want to compete with a robot, you know what I mean? Like John Henry did that and his heart exploded. I don't know if you know who John Henry is. Y'all probably weren't taught this because of liberalism, right? But you go look up John Henry, right? He was a slave. He was an iron driving man and stuff, you know, steel driving man.
And his heart exploded?
Yeah, you didn't know about John Henry?
No, I didn't know this.
John Henry, man. All right, so John Henry was a slave, right, back in like the 1860s. And of his chains, he melted them down and turned them into a sledgehammer, right? And that big old hammer he used to like drive steel into spikes for the railroad, right? And then he started like banging through mountains, and he was like the best worker ever, right? And like when they brought through like the steam, the steam, whatchamacallit, what's the thing called? Like the
Engine?
steam engine thing, right? Not the engine, like a steam, like iron steel driving thing, right? The steam spike driver, right? Like he was like, man, listen, that ain't gonna be replaced with no dang machine, right? He said, I'll beat it going through the mountain, right? And he like he banged a hole through the mountain faster than the machine did, right? But because of the fact he worked so hard, his heart exploded.
Can I be honest with you, Tom?
Yeah.
That sounds like the plot of an anime. Like a slave. The man was a slave, but he broke his chains and he melted them down to forge the ultimate sledgehammer. And then he became so powerful that he could outdo the machines at laying down railroad spikes. Like, it sounds like a fucking anime, what you just described. That's an anime.
I realized this, right? But like they did animate it, right? They used to play this for us back in the day. Like, did you have like Paul Bunyan cartoons and stuff when you were in school?
Yeah, they played one or two of those for us, yeah.
Right. Like these were American like tales, right? You had Paul Bunyan, you had like
Johnny Appleseed. Dude.
Right? Tito's Pete, right? And John Henry.
Why the fuck is it that they taught us about Johnny Appleseed like every year for 5 years? Like, why is that dude so fucking important? I don't know. Like, it didn't seem.
Apples are good. That's why.
I mean, I like apples. Like, I especially the green ones. I don't like the red ones. I like the green ones.
You like apples? Well, I got a phone number. How you like them apples?
Oh, okay. Hey, do you like Wendy's?
Yeah.
You like Wendy's nut slap your face? All right.
Oh, you like pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want a piece of my dick?
Ah, look at that. Look at that. All right. Next thing. Okay, this is nice. So we have China on the left and America on the right, and this is just the difference in our music videos. So you have I guess like standard Chinese stuff, just a China woman doing China stuff on the left, and then look, it's just gay black dudes on the right in America. It's the difference in the culture. It's just cultural differences. Isn't that nice?
Listen, man, like our culture is terrible. Like, homosexuality is, that's the way of capitalism,
Well, no, come on, Tom. All cultures are beautiful. They're just different, but they're all equally beautiful. I've been taught that by the left.
I mean, like, you should, like, go and ask for your money back if you paid for that.
Okay, so, next we have this is just something I found on 4chan. This is all from 4chan, by the way. Just some people hanging out for the movie night, and then this guy. Oh no, you don't want to be doing that.
What happened?
I'll play it again. So I guess the chick is hanging out, and then he snaps a picture of her feet. I guess that's the whole thing. Because the guy's kind of a weirdo. What are you gonna do?
Was that guy named Quentin?
Yeah, I think that was in fact Quentin, last name Tarantino. That's some early footage of him. Okay, here we have 2 more Joe Bidens have dropped to go along with the previous 4. So I guess you have angry fat Biden, soft grandpa Biden, old man Biden, who's normal looking, and then you also have Palpatine meth Biden. So, I'm
based in Zace, son. Based in Zace.
Okay, I'm kind of on the fence myself here, but Pinoy, do you think that they have stunt doubles for Joe Biden, or do you think it's actually him?
Not they 100%. They went to a nursing home and just found a bunch of random old dudes,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they keep trotting them out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's kind of the yeah. Do you, something tells me they didn't really do that with Trump though.
No, but I'll tell you what, bro. I heard like he was only like 230 pounds, right? And like that didn't make any sense to me. I'll be honest with you. At 6'3" for his size, I have no idea. I'll be right back, buddy.
Go ahead.
All right. I mean, like, I really was like shocked and surprised, like when I found out Trump was only 232 pounds. I was like, there's no way, man. That dude gotta be like 250, 260.
Yo, he's 6'3", and like he's kind of a large dude. Yeah, 230 seems a bit on the small end.
Yeah, I mean, like the size of like the presidents as a whole, right? Like, 'cause we were talking about this the other night, right? Like most presidents are over 6 foot, like almost all of them, like short of like Jimmy Carter, but like all of them are like big, tall dudes, right? And they said like the heaviest president we ever had was I think it was like Taft at like 325 pounds, and he looked more like four bills to me, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a big dude. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's the fact that Trump's built like a broad.
Maybe. I think is it possible that maybe they lie about his weight a little bit? I don't know.
Yeah,
think-
I know they have like official medical records, right? Like they have to, he has to like pass like, like a medical test and exam and all that stuff, right? And like, remember how like he had to come out with like his medical paperwork or whatever it was, right? And they were
Yeah.
like, and they said, man, listen, you're in like the most amazing. He said, I'm the most amazing, most healthy president ever, right? Which is nonsensical gibberish, right? Because there's no way like he was like the healthiest president who's ever lived. Like that's just not even a possibility.
I mean, he's a lot fatter than Biden, but he also seems healthier. So like, maybe just a little bit of, chunk maybe is healthy.
Define healthier.
I mean, I guess it probably doesn't take much to be healthier than Biden. I don't know what happened to that man, but
He's healthy. He's just has dementia. Like that's part of being old, buddy. Like when you get old, your brain will rot. Like that's how that works.
yeah, I mean, I feel like they have him hopped up on so many methamphetamines just to barely keep him going. That maybe that's why he's relatively thin. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
can
no, no,
merely
no, no. He's
speculate.
thin. He's thin because he's in shape, right? Like he's just in shape. Like he likes to bike, he likes to walk, all that type of stuff, right? Like he exercises. You know what I'm saying? Like you've seen him exercise. Like remember he was like riding his bike and then he
fell
forgot he was
down?
riding his bike and he fell down, right? Like
You know what?
yeah.
To be fair, I've never seen Trump ride a bike. Not once in my life.
No. Right? It's like Obama. Obama liked to play basketball and stuff. And I'll be honest, I would much prefer my president to be in shape, right? Just me in general.
Well,
Like just as a whole.
No,
I'd like my president to be in shape.
it would be nice, but if I had to choose between physically in shape and mentally in shape, I definitely want the mentally in shape president person.
Oh yeah. I mean, like I feel like we shouldn't elect people who aren't mentally in shape, so we continually do it. Like, we have Sling Blade, I mean, who in Pennsylvania we elected.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who likes French fry taters,
Mhm. Yeah, you voted for him, right? Like you're
No,
a Pennsylvania
no, I did
native.
not. I'll be honest, I voted third party, right? But that's only because like I'm not voting for Oz. I don't care how much of like I'd much rather have a Sling Blade than Oz.
You would actually rather have Fetterman than Oz.
Yes.
I think that is kind of crazy. But
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Just for sheer entertainment value, right? Did you know Oz showed up to a meeting with Biden in sweatpants and a hoodie?
that does not surprise me.
Yeah. I mean, like the guy literally like he shows up to like Congress wearing a hoodie and shorts and Timberland boots.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So
Yeah.
from
What
from your perspective, if you're running a YouTube channel and you want to have content, then Fetterman is obviously the better choice. Maybe not if you want America to run well, but if you want to have content.
I mean, why would let's be honest here. Why would I care whether or not America runs well? All right, like
of course, yeah.
Our country is already dog shit wrapped in cat shit, right? In the end of the day, like this whole thing's circling a drain.
Yeah. At least in the state that it's currently in, yeah, it's circling the drain.
Just in general, it's circling a drain. You know what I mean? Like these are the last days, last gas.
It doesn't have to.
You know
There are things that we could do. Not that we're going to actually do them, but there are things that we could do in theory.
There's nothing we can do.
Well, we could burn down most of the federal government and return to more of like a individual states' rights sort of position.
Hey, let me ask you a question. All right,
yeah.
Have you talked to a Gen Z person?
I have. Yeah, they're fucking all over Discord, unfortunately.
Okay, so you've talked to them. I've talked to them. You know, we've had these basic conversations. And every time we get done talking to them, we depress ourselves, right? Because we go, holy shit, these are the people who are going to be running things at some point. And they're not going to have a choice. So this, having that understanding, it doesn't matter what we do. They're so dumb that there's no way that this continues.
Yeah, we do have to pass it on to the next generation at some point, which actually is interesting because we have Walter. Hey, what's going on, Walter?
Howdy. What you guys talking about?
We have our token
African.
Black Gen Z.
Like literally, fuck you, okay?
Yes.
Like, it's not my fault that I'm the only black person in this space, okay?
But you're not only that, you're also the Gen Z person in this space, and that is your fault. Why didn't you choose to be born into another generation, you fucking retard?
I don't know.
Yeah.
My parents had too many kids, I'm sorry.
That's on you.
Now, that is kind of on you, I'll be honest. But anyway, right? So, like, if we got rid of the federal government, I'm 90% sure all of them would die.
The Gen Z?
Yeah, they would die.
No, the boomers would die because they wouldn't have Medicare and Medicaid. And
I mean, I don't.
Security.
Listen, is there any part of me that you think cares about whether or not the boomers die?
No, I don't care either. Yeah, I don't
Right.
care. It'd be
Listen,
better if
the boomers are not an issue, right? That's a non-starter. All right, like if the boomers die, it's good for all of us, right? Because that means they're gone, and like we can have housing and I mean things, right? I'm fine with the boomers dying.
Can you imagine how much better
the
Can you imagine how much better the world is going to be once George Soros dies? He's like 93. Can he just die already?
He just handed his company down to a kid who's more left than he is.
Good.
Yeah, you guys are screwed. You're gonna deal with another George Soros. Don't worry.
Yay.
Yeah. His kid's worse than him. You know what I mean? Like he's like if George Soros is like the Caesar of the left, his kid's like Nero.
Oh God. Okay, good. Yay! We love it.
Yeah. But anyway, right? Okay, listen. So like, if we got rid of the federal government, right? What would end up happening is that the rest of the world would just start selling things that kill Gen Z, right? They would all just be buying snake oil and like screaming about like pride, right? And they would all of them would just die from like not having any meat or vegetables. Like you have to have the federal government, or else they would all just expire tomorrow.
I wouldn't die. I'd be just fine.
They would all like I bet you money, every one of them would swallow Lincoln Logs the wrong way the moment the fucking government went away.
I mean, but like people like me, I'd be fine, man. I'd have a decent supply of food. I could self-sustain myself.
Yeah, but Walter, how much of your generation are like you, man? Like basically none. Your generation is chief retardation.
I mean, there's like a 2% of us that still.
No, No, listen. All right, there are none of your generation that are any good, right? Um,
Am I the only one?
you're my favorite part of Gen Z, right? Because we did some dumb shit in mine as a millennial. We were like
Yeah.
planking on top of buildings, right? But like those are retards and they needed to be weaned off, right? Because like you can plank anywhere. Like we were planking on top of soda machines. That was funny, was cool, whatever, right? Your generation had a challenge where you ate Tide Pod.
And some of you died from that.
I don't even know like where you would think it would be a good idea to eat a Tide Pod. Like, hang on, wait, I'm not even done yet. Not only that, you were having sex with a female and you protected yourself with a condom. So good job, buddies, right? But then you snorted the condom.
Was that a is this a thing? Were they snorting condoms? Was that a thing?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were, General.
Don't snort condoms. That's
Let's do this again, all right?
Don't-
I was
don't try that at
I was
home.
I was born in the wrong generation. Okay.
Listen, man, like your generation is so trash,
Listen,
right?
man.
That you were snorting used condoms up your noses
Listen,
as a
okay.
challenge for TikTok.
I didn't do any of that, and like, if all of them die, I'll be the only Gen Z left. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you get the run of the place, which would be nice for you. You know, I mean, like you could join the military, and they'd make you a general, a private, a colonel, and like a captain all at the same time.
Why?
No, they send them out into the battlefield. You're a private and a general, so you can give yourself orders. Have fun, defeat the enemy.
Listen, man.
just a mercenary.
Don't worry. I'll carry the next generation. All right. I'll make a better generation. Okay.
All right, you got a lot of
You're
weight on
not-
your shoulders.
Listen, no, all right, because we don't want the entire generation to come out with a light skin stare. All right, we're not interested in that.
Like, I'm not light skinned, but still.
It's all right, there, high yellow boy. Anyway, right. So, yeah, what's the next meme, Jennifer? Or, yeah, Jennifer.
Yeah. So in regards to the Biden Hunter business, so we have a text that came out today. People are still scrounging for stuff in the Hunter Biden laptop, and I guess this was a text message that he sent to a Chinese business person, probably someone who worked for the goddamn CCP, who the fuck knows. And it goes, I am sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled. Tell the director that I would like to resolve this now before it gets out of hand. And now means tonight. And Z, if I get a call or text from anyone involved in this other than you, Zhang, or the chairman, I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to forever hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction. I am sitting here waiting for the call with my father. This looks damning AF. Of course, Hunter won't get in trouble for this. Joe Biden won't get in trouble for this. I think that somehow they'll try to pin this on Trump. But this is absurd.
I think you need to realize almost every U.S. president or government entity or anyone who works within the government is a criminal. So
Mhm.
just expect any of this. Like, we probably will catch a bunch of emails from like other politicians too. It's just that we don't see it yet.
No. I mean, I totally agree with that. I'm just, I'm looking forward to how it is that the State Department, or not the state, how it is that whoever is in control of the judicial system at this point, will be able to pin this on Trump and make Trump go to jail for this. I'm looking forward to that bit.
I mean, it's obviously Trump's fault, but like, if this is listen, if it wasn't for Trump, okay, like, I'm trying to think about a way to make this his fault.
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, wait. If it wasn't for Trump and his hotels, those Chinese people would have never came and stayed in Washington D.C. or Atlantic
They
City.
probably stayed at a Trump hotel. They probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was completely his fault.
Trump facilitated this this corruption. It's actually Trump is at
Yes.
fault here. Yeah, absolutely.
This
100%.
this happened under his watchful gate.
Mhm.
There you go.
That was You know what? I believe it. I
I'm
believe
gonna
it.
be
Fuck you,
honest,
Trump.
but I'm gonna be honest. I'd want to see almost every U.S. president arrested because none of them have actually helped the American people. Almost every recent U.S. president, like they're all criminals and they have all robbed us.
I have just the meme for that.
Like I want to lynch every single U.S. president that has robbed the American people.
Here we have what lefty shills what you want you to think. So like the Democrats were good, the Republicans were bad. What righty shills what want you to think? The Republicans were good and the lefties were bad.
Yeah.
The truth. No, it's all just lizard people bent on murdering everyone. It's the entire time it's just been lizard people.
I'm gonna be honest. They're all war criminals by our own standards that
Mhm.
we've set. Like they've all murdered children and like people across the world. They've even murdered American citizens as well.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because that's
Like Obama 360 no scoped a bunch of American citizens with his fucking drone war.
I mean,
you know that, right? He killed a bunch of Americans with his drone war.
I mean, yeah, he killed a 16-year-old American citizen with one of his drone bombings. Was that entirely legal? Probably not. But you know what? We're not going to be upset about that
I mean,
because
if you put all these people together, like this is just like Holocaust tier. If you put all these people together, they have Holocaust tier like fucking kill ratios. Like goddamn.
no, it's a terrible bunch of fucking people. Yeah, 100%. But that's just the reality of the situation that we work with. Hooray!
Yay, hooray! American politics are fucking retarded. I give up.
Hey man, you know this is just the complex politics of an empire. You know, like what are you gonna do? You know, empires they have the philosophy of utilitarianism. Sometimes, if you want to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs. You know, like what's the big deal?
I just want this empire to collapse. Let's just let it collapse already.
Ah, come on, man! Don't hate on the empire. Come on, man! Come on, man! I got hairy
No.
legs.
You know, Rome had its day, America had its day. Let's make something new, okay? Something better. All right, let's look at this next meme.
Okay, so here we have the creature is adapted to the crushing pressure and oppressive darkness, and it's just Pepe grilling. Also, this is the
Summary.
the submersible down there with Pepe grilling. So there's that. I don't know.
I don't know, Brad. Like, does anybody else not care about like rich people? You know what I mean? In their garbage ass submarine.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
bring myself to care that much. It's like, it's 5 people. It's a tragedy, but you know, like,
It's not a tragedy. It's literally not a tragedy. All right. Look. Okay. You know, when like a whole bunch of inner city kids decide to start dealing drugs, and then like you put them in the prison system and they get raped, right? And then they get involved in gang culture inside of the prison, right? And then like they end up getting stabbed and shanked, right? We just go, we don't care, right? You know what I mean? Because like like fucking these kids deserve what they got. You know, it just is what it is, right? But like when 5 guys decide to like pay $250,000 of their money to go and like go under the ocean, we feel bad, man. Feels bad, man, when they die.
so
We
all
live
right.
in a creepy world.
To some extent, I don't care. I just don't care. Actually, to the full extent, I don't care. Why would I care about this? Like 5 people died. People die all the time.
I mean, they died the quickest way possible as
And
well.
it was it was almost probably painless. You know, just
No.
instant.
Here's the thing.
It
The worst
imploded.
here's the thing. The worst possible case scenario is that they stay stuck under there and just like suffocate to death or kill each other. You know.
No, they drown.
No,
Yeah,
I think the best idea that we have right now is that it literally just it suddenly buckled all at once and it just imploded like a pop and just everyone
Yeah.
died instantly.
I think, yeah. I mean, that's more than they deserve. They kind of fucking like put themselves in that situation.
Hey,
Like,
you know what?
if
If
you actually look into it,
if
like
I
there
was
were multiple ways to prevent this, but that fucking retard wanted to innovate and like take risks. You know.
It was a dumb fucking company. I think that we've all come to realize that. And
Did you know-
honestly, if I had to choose a way to go out, instantaneous is not bad. I would take instantaneous.
Did you
Listen,
know-
man, listen, our friend fish, our fish friends, all right, and I mean, are like helping
The
rich
orcas.
people die the proper
Yeah.
way.
Did you know that the CEO of the company was actually a lawyer?
Well, of course, yeah, of course there's going to be lawyers involved.
Listen, who the fuck is the CEO? Who else is the CEO going to be?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Like, bro, listen, like they don't make you CEO unless you're a lawyer. All right, there's no engineer serving as CEOs.
Actually, that is true. That is, yeah, they wouldn't make an engineer a lawyer. That wouldn't happen.
I mean, like, yeah,
Or
they
an
don't.
engineer, a
Listen,
CEO.
if you would have been an engineer and they're like, sir, we're gonna make you into a lawyer, right? I'd be
Or a
fucking
CEO.
surprised. You know what I mean? I'd
Yeah.
be goddamn like. That is the craziest thing, like, because legit, they're just like, bro, listen, we got what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that you know what I mean, that pocket protector off of you, right? And you know what I mean, them slacks and that terrible ass like fucking shirt you're wearing, right? And get rid of those glasses, give you some contacts, put you on, get you, you know what I mean, like Armani and a power tie, right? Get you some power steering, right? And like, yo, bow, baby, you know what I mean? You're an 80s lawyer guy, you know what I mean?
Well, there you
That
go.
would be interesting, you know what I mean? But like, yo, what's the next meme, bro?
We have
Yeah,
Fake-
I've seen this. Yeah.
fake news inspires local right-wing conspiracy theorists to violently purge well-meaning philanthropists from a temple in a dark anti-Semitic hate crime. The real-life consequences of hateful rhetoric and fake news and other reasons you should trust the mainstream media and embrace mass censorship. Yes. Yes.
I love this world. I love this.
Walter,
We
I
need
love it
more
too.
of this.
you must
I love
acquiesce.
them.
You must acquiesce to this world. Do you acquiesce to this world?
Fuck no, I'm going to space.
Okay, all right. First,
I'm going to Mars. I don't know. I'm tired of this world.
all right, you fucking space monkey.
Yeah, whatever you say, you goddamn Earth roach.
I finished building the time machine. Now to pay someone a visit. Aw, look, he's so happy. He's so happy. Clap, clap, clap.
Just don't tell him about like how he can win the war. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just got you can watch him, but just don't give him any advice. You know.
Here we have a. This is a fucking boomer tier meme. I don't even know why this is here, but England, we're gonna need to pay more taxes on this tea. Colonists, we're gonna need you to suck our star-spangled ding-dongs. It's not a good meme, but it was on 4chan, and I'm a humble 4chan journalist, so I had to collect it and show it to you. Here we have a fire ants are being laced with homosexual chemtrails to bite Christians and convert them to homosexuality. Probably definitely news of some sort. Not saying that this is true, but this is what 4chan has been reporting. So I'm obliged to report what 4chan is reporting. I'm just an on the ground journalist. All right, camp is set up. When do we start concentrating? Oh boy, you don't want to concentrate too much in the camps. Wouldn't want that. But there's the camp. I hope you don't concentrate too hard in it. Don't do your meditation too much.
I think we should send a few lawyers there. I think they love it. Lawyers love concentrating. Though.
God, you know what? Lawyers are really good at concentrating on things, and if you
So,
had
like,
a whole
we
camp
should send
for it,
them there.
yep. I don't know what would happen. Maybe
I
they would.
I think we've tried that in the past, and it's been like very effective.
They
They're very hard workers.
Hey, you know what? A whole camp where they're just concentrating on things. Maybe they could come up with some novel legal theories. You know, who knows? It might be beneficial.
Yeah,
Um,
of course.
It's weird, man. I always felt a way about like how orange juice said back in the day, because like we were poor, so like we didn't get fresh orange juice. You had to make it from concentrate, right? like I always felt weird about like them saying like that shit was from concentrate. Right. I was like, man, listen, like, did the Jews make it in the camp? I actually thought that was a thing for a long time.
We have a quick animal facts. If you stacked every elephant in the whole world on top of each other, they wouldn't like it. So
that is the best fact.
it is. I mean, it's true. The best facts are true. Here we have so here we have this is Justin Trudeau, and he has a Bud Light behind him. And let me zoom out here. There we go. Yeah. So that's
This welcome to Rome, son.
Justin Trudeau loves Bud Light. We know
Welcome
that.
to Rome.
Yes.
Welcome to Rome.
Hey, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, man, listen, I was thinking about this, right? All right, check us out, right? So after like the Soviet wall fell, and like it was like there's like peace all over the world or whatever it was, right?
No.
There was a dude who wrote a book, and the book was called The End of History, right?
by that Japanese guy. What was the name?
Yeah, Honda.
Okay.
Or was it Chung Lee?
No,
I don't know.
I feel like it was a Shuka fucking
Kawasaki.
Yeah, it was some sort of Zaki name. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Kawasaki or some shit, right? And I mean, or like Hyundai or Toyota. I don't know. Was he in Speed Racer? Anyway, right?
I think it was his name was Honda Akordazaki.
You're not wrong,
Yeah,
right? But anyway, how much of an asshole does that guy feel like right now?
The end, yeah, because he said it was the end of history. Well, actually, specifically what he said was that when all nations become democracies, then there will be no more history because there will be no more point to conflict because everything will be handled by the neoliberal global market. And it turns out that it doesn't work. Actually, it turns out that everything that he said was completely fucking wrong. It's weird how he got everything wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange, right? Because like the end of history, this is no lot like literally like the Russian government's like they're trying to overthrow them with a coup. And by the way, $5 billion to pay for a military to go overthrow somebody with a coup. That is seriously, son. Like the amount of money that Lindsey Graham is saving right now, you know?
Deal. That's such a good deal, dude. $5 billion to overthrow something as large as Russia. If it works out, that's going to be like the best fucking investment that ever was done.
But we won't have any challenge anymore besides China.
We're going to have a massive change, right, in like how warfare is conducted and how militaries are set up, right? Like you are going to see a rise in like fucking AI militaries and stuff, right?
Like 5th generational warfare. Like, yeah, that's what we're going to be facing for the next at least 10 years before they come up with something even worse.
Nah, it's going to be like AI or something, bro. Because like they're going to be like, I don't trust these generals no more. You know what I'm saying?
We're fucked, aren't we?
We're ultra fucked. We always have been. Don't worry about it.
Now, I don't know why you're stressing out, man.
Yeah. Dude, we've been fucked before you were born. It's okay. Just live with it, bro. Just,
I
vibe.
don't want to.
Bro, you just gotta vibe with it. Just vibe, all right? Like, why can't you just vibe, bro?
So what is wrong with you? Why aren't you vibing?
Because I'm worried for the future.
Bruh, that's not the correct vibes. What the fuck? All right, next meme.
Yeah, people like being responsible. Let's check this out.
And here we just have Elon Musk promoting Doge. That's it. That's the whole meme.
I'm so fucking tired of that bower.
But Elon Musk loves Doge, and I love Doge too because I have money invested in Doge. Hey, everyone listening to this, why don't you go ahead and pick up 100 Doge? Doge is currently at 6 cents on the dollar, maybe like 7 cents on the dollar. So hey, you know what? If you're listening to this, go buy yourself 100 Doge. It'll cost like $6, $7, whatever. Yay, just buy that much Doge. Maybe it'll become the next Bitcoin. Maybe maybe in 50 years, every single Dogecoin will be worth like $1,000, and you know it'll be like a totally great investment. Go buy Doge. Not financial advice, but it's an idea. Go buy Doge. Not financial
Go
advice.
buy Doge. You're not wrong. Go buy Doge. Doge is like the best investment ever. I mean, because like Elon Musk is going to make Doge like the official currency of Tesla, I think, or something.
Thank God, I did know the Anglos and the Boers would work together.
The
Jesus.
Anglos love Doge.
What about
For
the Boers?
for hundreds of years, the Anglos have pushed forward the idea of Doge, and we're
What about
finally
the Boers?
coming into our own, and the Anglos are finally getting our idea out there of the Doge. It's hundreds of years of history of the Anglos supporting the Doge.
Do the
I
Anglos
agree.
love the Dutch?
I agree.
You guys love the Dutch?
No, we don't.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute, man.
Why don't you love the Dutch? That is a Dutchman right
I
there.
like the Doge, not the Dutch. Both start
Why
with
not?
D, but I only like one of them.
What beef do you guys have, man? Jesus.
Well, you know, do you understand European history? Do you understand like how many wars have been fought between every single country and every single other country? Like
happened to
honestly,
Noble
honestly,
Brother Wars?
Walter, pick a country in Europe that England has not at some point been at war with. Pick a single country that England has not been at war with. I don't think one exists.
I mean, we've been at war with you before, my home country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're not even in the same continent. Like the hatred goes deep.
Listen, man, hold up. Like, what about no more brother wars and pan-Europeanism? What happened to that?
Well, to begin that, we have to determine who is brothers and who is not. And the Germans are not my brothers. The Germans have never been my brothers.
This German hatred runs deep with you.
It does, and I won't let it go.
What the fuck did they do to you? Rape your wife or something? Jesus.
They literally wanted to invade and rape the entire homeland during World War II. Fuck those people. Also during World War I. Fuck those people. All they want to do is take over Europe and rape our women. I can't stand by that. You know, it would be like you know, like I know that you're some sort of a goddamn Somalian, and imagine if you got
goddamn dirty fucking
You're
Somalian.
probably Somalian related. Just imagine if the
I don't
Ugandans for like 200 years had done nothing but wanting to, you know, invade you and rape your women. You would be like, hey, you know what? As a Somalian, I'm not a big fan of the Ugandans. I'm not saying that it happened. I'm just saying, what if, you know?
Realize I find that insulting that Somalians have been trying to rape and take over Ethiopia for years now.
Okay, then you do get it. Yeah, there are
Don't
certain.
ever compare me to a Somalian, you fucking Anglo piece of shit.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. No, you're not a Somalian. You hate the Somalians, right? So the Somalians to you are like the Germans to me. I get that. That's
Yeah.
fair.
All right,
But-
fine.
You know, it's like it's one of those things. You know, it's like like who like you as a Ethiopian, you as a
Uh,
Nigerian.
I'm a mixed Ethiopian, yeah.
Okay, so as a Nigerian,
As
Um,
an Ethiopian. Do you want me to say you as a German now, General? Did you prefer that? So you as a German general, what are your thoughts on that?
okay, fair enough. And we'll do our final meme here. Journalists, after studying and going to school for years just to write the phrase "her testicles." That's it. Look at
Now,
at-
listen, bro. Like,
You're so
okay, I have a
happy.
question. Here. How many of them actually feel like Joker?
I don't know. I feel like some of them accept it and they feel like it's totally normal.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, there's not enough of them that goes like, yeah, we live in a society, Jay, you know what I mean, or Bob, or whatever the goddamn dude's name was, right? And then they just start blasting people. Like, I feel like that's not, you know what I mean? Like, they're not actually like Joker.
Oh, okay. So what if
They're just
actually
dumb.
it's not that they feel like they're Joker. It's that they genuinely believe that her testicles is a viable English phrase And it's not that they feel like the Joker; they are the Joker. Like they
No.
Alright,
No,
become insane.
they are
No.
simply clowns. They're simply clowns. That's the issue.
No.
It's a clown
Yeah.
collar.
right? But I feel like they're all just like they go, yeah, man. Listen, I'll call it a herp and go forward with it, right? Because like I feel like me, like all right, I was raised in a very, I don't want to call it liberal like way, but like it was right. In the end of the day, right? And this mentality of like just whatever they're gay, I don't care, right? Is something that like it's always been normal for me, right? Because like I was 13 at a drag queen wedding or drag queen funeral, right? Because like my mom's friend died at 8, standing there with 2 Mexican dudes, right? Who like were my like homies and shit, my age, and then a bunch of drag queens with their magic makeup melting in like a 4th of July sun. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a good story. But that was also the last meme that I had. So with that, I guess probably bring it to a close. A little bit of a shorter episode, but that's all right. I hope it was entertaining. Hey, if you like what we're doing here, maybe consider subscribing. Maybe you could share the show to one of your friends. Do you have friends? Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. If you have friends, you could share it to one of them. Wouldn't that be nice? And with that, any closing remarks, Walter?
I respect you as an honorary German general.
I fucking hate you for that, you honorary Somalian. And with that, peace out.